everybody. Welcome back. Happy New Year. 2021 has reached us. Episode 11 of our podcast. You heard what I said. I'm JP. I got my brothers with me, Dwight and Lateef. What's up, people?
What up?
What's up, people?
Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year, man. It's like, finally that, 2020 is gone and we could try to, I guess, recuperate and upward and onward.
How long you allow people to get Happy New Year off before you be like, all right, Joe? You give them the whole month of January, or
after last year,
you might get till
April.
Yeah. Right. Like, I might be saying in the summertime. Right. 4th of July. I'd be like, Happy New Year, or 4th of July. Like, for real. Like, because that's what it's been.
A hug included.
For real. But, we are all here, happy, healthy, families are good, the whole thing, man. For me, this past week, I had to take some time off, man, because the year. Although last episode we talked about our highlights. There's been a lot of rough patches this past year as well. So I had to take this last week and just chill. And I got a chance to see my mom. I hadn't seen her in a year. I got a chance to see some family, met my cousins, and I got the chance to chill with my grandson and before they go back. And it was a good time for me to just relax. And I didn't get half of the things that I want to get done, but it was still a good week. You know what I mean? Right. So, it was much needed, like, relaxation, because the grind is about to start up again, like, tomorrow. Like, literally tomorrow it starts again. It's crazy. What about y'all? What y'all do this past week? Just, relax, celebrate, whatever.
Just relax, man. Just after the New Year, was home for New Year's, which is weird.
You used to going out somewhere.
There's 3 of us. Yeah, it's like, it's crazy though. Like, just chill. Like, I don't even know what day this was. Like, Friday felt like Sunday.
Oh yeah, the days
it's
got
like the longest weekend ever. Like,
the days, it felt like Sunday since like Thursday. It felt like Sunday. It's crazy. It was crazy, but.
Well, as corporate folks, it will feel like Monday tomorrow, though. Best believe that.
Yo.
Early on in the game, too.
Nah, for real.
Get back to school tomorrow, too, for the kids. So.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the grind definitely doesn't
The kids
stop.
going to school, right?
Yeah. Quick 2 weeks. They ain't going to school. They'll be on them laptops tomorrow.
Right.
8:45 sharp. Back to the grind for all of us.
Right.
But yeah, same thing with me, man. I just tried to take the few days off. I didn't have a week off or nothing like that. I had, a few days off or whatever. I'm going on vacation in a few weeks. You know what I'm saying? Inshallah. As long as nothing goes wrong.
Right.
But I just relaxed most of the time. Hung out with the kids. We hung out on New Year's. We did 2 different celebrations because, we hung out with y'all early for the on the Zoom call, so that's 9 o'clock for us. And then, they went played again, then brought them out again around 11:30, 11:45. We played games and stuff like that. Ball dropped again. By the time 12:25 came, Sandman was like, yo, you good? Nah, yo, I'm about to be there in a minute.
The struggle nowadays, staying up till midnight, man. Especially if you start drinking early, it could be a wrap by like 10. It could be.
My kids wasn't here, I'd have been out by like 10:15, 10:30, easy, and been happy about it. Woke up next morning refreshed. You know what I'm saying? Feeling good.
Like I think somebody posted on Facebook, like, for those of you who go ahead and take that nap now, so you can make it to midnight. Like, that's
terrible.
real.
Make it to 12.
Terrible, man.
Yeah. 35 and up, that's when it start getting sticky.
For real. And I did catch some of the, I guess ABC with Ryan Seacrest or whatever, and Jennifer Lopez performed. It just seemed weird. It's just like,
seeing Times Square empty is crazy.
It just seems so crazy.
I was about to say that. Seeing the pictures of Times Square with nobody there.
Yeah.
On that day when it's usually corked off in there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So seeing that was like,
even though I'm from New York and I've never gone down there for New Year's.
Never. Ever.
Never even wanted to really.
No interest at all.
Yeah. I ain't mad at crowds, but that right there is like, nah. That's too
that
much.
don't even seem like it's fun to me. It don't.
And you gotta be out there from like 3 o'clock.
Not doing that.
Yeah.
Not doing that. We would never do that. Like never. Especially Latif. Latif don't like to stand in lines anyway.
I don't stand in lines. I refuse.
Yeah. We have been spoiled with the line joint for a long time, so. And you know what's crazy? We so arrogant about it that there's places that we very much should be in line, like the airport, and be mad. Like, so this shit is ridiculous right here.
If
like,
there's something extra I can pay to not be in line, I'm gonna pay it.
Yes. Yeah. It's worth it.
Wow. I mean, that's real. But seeing, you know, Times Square like that empty, it was just weird. It's just weird to me. So I after Jennifer Lopez performed and they were talking for a little bit, I just shut it off. I was like, I don't want to see this no more. I'm good.
We was watching Andy Cohen and Anderson Cooper.
He's watching what?
Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen.
Oh, okay.
I forget what channel they was on.
CNN, probably.
Hilarious.
Oh,
yes,
yeah?
it was CNN. Yes.
Okay.
They should have a show.
Two gay dudes on New Year's Eve. You know they was lit.
Drinking.
Yeah.
Oh, love it.
You know they was wilding
out. Where were they at?
Times Square.
Oh, they was in Times Square too. Okay.
Remember last year, Don Lemon was on there, leaning, drinking on national TV.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Didn't Steve Harvey host one of those shows last year? For like a couple years.
He usually hosts most of the joints down there. You know, Steve Harvey is going to be on something. You know, they're going to get married for, you know, saying to perform, or Common, one of them. You know, you know. One of those
wait. Hold on. Wait.
As the black representative.
Wait, why? But why Mary and Common? Why those two? Why?
What have you seen that was like some mainstream event like that didn't involve one of them two? Common is going to speak for us somewhere. Yeah. They're going to grab Common somewhere. He's going to go up there, he's going to say a little rhyme that got something to do with the goings on, and that's it. Oh, if they have somebody performing, Mary J. Blige is going to be on the short list of who they're going to pick. Who doesn't like Mary J. Blige?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mary's safe. She's not controversial. You know what I'm saying? Mary fits in with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Common. You want to go to somebody who they think is edgy, but is still acceptable to the masses?
Even though Common talk that talk, he's still like cool, like with them.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
He's safe. You know what I'm saying? Of the lighter hue. You know what I'm saying? He keeps his beard. You know what I'm saying? Trimmed. You know, articulate brother.
He's an actor. He's an actor. He's an actor as well. Actor, you know, working with a lot of white people. Famous.
Not a very good actor, but he's an actor. Yeah. I can't stand Common when he.
I just saw him some on Netflix called Ava with Jessica Chastain or something.
I mean, I watched that. Yeah.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Yeah,
it wasn't bad at all. He was in that.
I like Jessica Chastain too. She's a good actress.
Yeah. So.
She fine too.
So he said, okay. So he said, I get it. That was hilarious to me that you said Common a minute winner.
So think about all the stuff. NBA All-Star games. Think about all that. Common.
That was Chicago though.
Common gonna be there no matter where it's at.
They wasn't gonna have Chief Keef out there.
Yeah, of course. So they worked Common to death that All-Star game. He was on. Common hosted like 12 parties. He was every day of the, usually it's like, you got the Saturday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You got the Futures game or something on Friday.
Right.
Common was part of everything they had going on in Chicago. They worked him to death.
As they should have. I
think what's the nice guy? Chance the Rapper. He got work that weekend too.
Oh yeah, of course.
A weird looking little man.
Yeah, he's a funny looking dude. I thought I was the only one who thought that. He like the Geico salamander a little bit.
Yeah, he stopped tucking the shirt until he got short torso. It's weird.
Yeah. Oh God. Anyway, moving on. Yo, so since you mentioned Common and Mary as the go-tos. That I got that makes me segue into Power Book 2, Ghost. We all just watched the season finale. Spoiler alert for those who haven't seen it yet. But by the time y'all
if you ain't see it by the time this comes out, then you deserve to be spoiled.
Right. If you're a fan of the show, or whatever. And I'm gonna be honest with you. From the beginning, I was like, I'm not really interested, because I didn't like Tariq. I still really don't like him. You know what I mean? But the show is pretty good. But there's their story, whatever happens with Tariq and Tasha, like I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? Kane is my dude. Kane is.
Yeah,
Kane
I hope they come back.
Like, yeah, I hope it comes back too, and I think it will, because somebody was telling me they watched a live with Courtney Kemp, and she already made it seem like it was happening. So Kane, his storyline, first of all, he was great in the Bobby Brown and and seeing him in this role, it fits. It fits. Yeah. I'm sold. I'm sold. He's my favorite character on the show, but as a whole, the show is good. Besides the certain things with I call it Keith Washington and Kerry Hilson, the professors that those two remind me of.
No, listen. They are the two most unlikable characters in that show.
Especially the dude. Especially the dude.
Yeah, he deserved to go.
Yeah, I dislike their two characters even more than I dislike Sax, and I hate Sax.
I hate Sax too. Right.
Sax is funny though.
But he's a necessary evil. He's a necessary evil. He's a necessary evil.
Yes. But them two professors, Shorty just slinging her puss all over the place. Dude is, I don't know what's up with homeboy. Like, what's your deals? Man? You smashing students. You mad that Shorty doing the same.
You plagiarizing.
Right. You plagiarizing.
Then you trying to write. Then you writing a book and lying to this publisher dude who's a clown that they got a meeting with. You know what I'm saying? It's like, son, what is your deal? Meth is he funny in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What?
I can't stand Mary in this.
I just like she has not smiled yet in the whole show.
Right.
Not only that's one thing. Yeah, and have you ever been happy? The rest of your kids is around. They're not. You angry all the time. All you do
all the time.
She had her moments. She had her moments where it really fit. But her whole demeanor, damn. Look how
she's a better actress than this. You know what I'm saying? And it always seemed like she reading off a teleprompter or something like that. Like, yo, I would think that role would be something that she could have leaned into.
I think she's trying too hard to be angry, to be the queen pin. Like, it's not.
Right.
But then again, I mean, we don't know. Maybe that's the way she's being directed.
Well, I would think so if you look at the wardrobe.
True.
Because okay, no,
and I know Teeth didn't mean it as a joke. I know he didn't mean it as a joke.
I love a lot of the gear in the show.
Okay, yeah.
I love tons of the gear in the show.
Yeah.
But you're a drug dealing family.
Mm-hmm.
In what kind of house is that? It's in Queens, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be in Queens. It's like it's not like it's in Jamaica Estates.
Right. So
that's another thing.
Okay, so you're living there, driving a Range on a Porsche, parking on the street, right? Okay, so it's supposed to be low key now.
Right.
But you and all three kids walk around in $3,000 outfits every day.
Right.
And minks all the time.
Every day.
Every
episode, that's not going to draw attention.
Uh-huh.
And Tariq, he's supposed to be broke. He can't get no money until he get out of school.
Right.
Everything's supposed to be tied up in the courts, right?
Right.
He's on scholarship.
Right.
Yeah, the Montclair vessel in last episode.
And the Fendi coat.
Right. But he was making money though. With
why? But you are not supposed to have no money.
Yeah, you're not supposed to have no money.
The money's supposed to be
can't walk around looking like that.
I get that.
Yeah,
I get that. But
that's
the television part of it.
But that's the unrealistic part of it.
I get it. But you still have to make it appeal because the realistic sometimes is not appealing. You know what I mean?
But then when you say that maybe she's being directed like that, maybe she is based on how they're portraying everything.
Yeah.
But that's a good point.
And she went through a lot. She's supposed to have the hard come up, a husband in jail for however they said he was. You know what I'm saying? It's like
right.
I'm
You know
saying,
what?
she smacked him. But even when she was in the bed with the cop, it seemed like she was angry that she like you supposed to act like you liking the dude, if anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like T said, it's like she angry all the time. And it's like that's not even the situations that she in, that's not supposed to be like that. She's just having a regular conversation with somebody.
Yeah, you at the game. You're not going to cheer, nothing? No.
Yeah, when you're around your family, you like that all the time?
I have a question.
Yeah,
I talked about this with my wife. And excuse me if I'm ignorant, but I feel like they don't know who Tariq was. I mean, his father was. Do you get that? Like, and I feel like
that,
from all the big hustlers, particularly like even if they're not in the same borough, but they're in the same borough, you feel like they know. Everybody knows who each other is, but I feel like they don't know. What you know what I'm saying? I feel
like that's been the issue with power.
He was running for Attorney General of the state of New York.
Yeah.
And then he got murdered.
Yeah.
You would think they didn't know him from that.
Right. I mean, they know about that because like if it seems like they only know based on what they see in the news.
Yeah.
And that strikes me as odd if they're as big as they were and as big as Ghost and
it's not that odd because you're not supposed to know.
You're not.
Ghost what in that life, Ghost wasn't supposed to. They wasn't supposed to know that he was hustling. Nobody's supposed to know him. He was supposed to have been the club owner in this. Tommy was the one that was in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
If you could, and if your connect is different and you selling different stuff, you may never meet somebody, no matter how big it is. It's just New York is 10 million people.
I mean, I know.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's I understand where you coming from, but it's not like if they was playing ball, you'd be like, yo, I know Sunday in Brooklyn is nice. Most of the time it's like you said, it's on the low, so they really not gonna know what the other person is doing.
And plus, Ghost was trying to get out from the first season.
Yeah.
Right.
That was always, and for those who watch Power, whatever, like I really didn't. And those who hated Angela for sleeping with Ghost and Tasha, I always never really cared about that because Tasha still always wanted him to stay a drug dealer when he wanted to get out. And y'all got 3 kids, and she was like, this money's okay. Like, really? How old are you? Like, come on.
Yeah, so, I can't stand Tasha.
So I don't have no, like, I don't care about Tasha like that. So
every time I used to try to paint Tasha as a sympathetic figure, that would be whoever I was having a conversation with. That would be the rebuttal. Nigga, she wanted him to be a drug dealer forever, son. Can't be doing that. And I'm like, you're right. He tried. He told her, and she told him to keep doing it. Made him basically keep doing it. And then got mad at him when people around her and her daughter and all that stuff got killed. Like, yo, I tried to leave.
Yeah.
You told me to keep on doing this.
Yeah.
You told me to keep on. I tried to leave Angela. You told me to keep on smashing her.
Right.
That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So,
but I mean,
Ghost used to be my favorite character the first 4 seasons.
Agreed.
The last 3 seasons, he turned into such a sucker, though. Just started doing sucker shit so much, and you're like,
yeah, and he was really feeling himself. When,
like for example,
last season?
I don't know if it was the last season or the season before. You go try to kill when he tried to kill the chick that was the queen pin, right?
Uh-huh.
You was going to go with a black high-tech Nike sweatsuit and go into a federal building by yourself. Tommy had a whole team, fake ambulance, all that shit set up. You was gonna go in there by yourself and do what? How was you gonna get out? What was you gonna do? That could be bad writing. It was just,
you know when the vets come out, how he give it up, man.
Yeah. But they just made him out to be. Before he was a smart and calculated guy, and was always one step ahead of whoever else he was going up against. Mm-hmm. And then once it got, I guess, love do that to a lot of people, but it wasn't just the stuff he was doing with Angie. It was other stuff he was doing that was just silly too. And it's like, come on, dog, like, and then, I think Power jumped the shark the last 2 or 3 seasons anyway, but it was, I was just upset the way Ghost's character changed to the point where he was like, that's my favorite character, and now you done turned into a clown. Like, we hating the stuff that you do every week. And I don't know why they changed him up like that.
I mean, it is what it is. I feel like this overall the season, it was much better than I thought it would be because some of the
True
characters,
story.
some of the characters I really like. Like I said, Kane is probably my favorite now. And now that
And while I don't like the female professor, she is gorgeous. I don't know what I mean. I had to put that out there so people don't think that I'm nuts. You know what I'm saying? I don't like her character, but she is fine. Tariq, little homegirl that sell the coke for him too, little tomboy chick, also easy on the eyes. Married daughter, not bad either. You know what I'm saying? Howard has a few things walking through the hallways out there. You're like, oh, sure you are.
Yeah. Oh, you're hilarious. Hilarious.
I'm a man. I'm sorry.
So I feel that with Tommy coming back, I thought that was a nice little addition to, I guess, to spice up the season finale. So I thought the season finale was really dope.
I thought that Tommy would have been. I thought Tommy's story was going to be next, but it seems like Kanan's story.
Kanan's going to be next. Then Tommy.
Next, yeah.
I'd have thought that would have been a nice lead-in with the thing with Tommy, and then going to Tommy. And then,
right.
But also, you got to figure out how's he going to. I don't know how they're going to do it with him having to be on the run. Like.
Right.
With Tommy trying to be on the run?
Tommy, yeah.
Yeah, he is on the run.
But wasn't he supposed to be moving out to Los Angeles and something like
that?
He's still wanted by the feds. Like,
so that might be a whole different take. Like they have it all figured out clearly. So it should be interesting.
He's wanted by the feds in New York. They didn't get him.
Driving around in a blue Mustang, can nobody find him?
I know. I know, it's crazy. The funny thing, when Tasha came to see Mary, at the bar, and she was just trying to plead for Tariq and all that, Mary was just like, every time she's just like, nah, that nigga belongs to me. She's like, yo.
Yeah, how you tell somebody mom that?
Yo, she tried to appeal to every nurturing sensibility Mary had. She was like, I'm not having none of that shit. That nigga.
So maybe, like we were saying, maybe that's just the type of character she's supposed to be.
But you know what?
These kids early on.
He was their only thing left making money because they didn't have no more corners and all that. Like, they make it seem like
she killed the connect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo.
I was the dumbest connect I ever seen in my life. Not saying I've seen any. But.
You would imagine that you're smarter than
He would have more than one security guard.
Like who played the Jackie Long, right?
Yeah, eating shrimp on the hood of your truck. Or whatever.
A country dude coming up to New York is the connect. And he talking to the chick up there who's supposed to be the queen pin, all greasy. Asking somebody, you ain't gonna let me smash and all that's like, yo, that's how you talk to the chick you get money with?
And he just shot his son?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. The arrogance, man. The arrogance.
But I like that I guess you gotta add the entertainment value to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If it was realistic, it wouldn't look nothing like that.
No.
It wouldn't be out on no pier like that. It wouldn't be out on no pier. You know what I'm saying? Like, also I've heard. So goes the rumor.
Right.
I personally would.
I mean, I seen a couple clips of the Raisin Kanan. I think that comes out in August. So I mean, it looks good, man. Omar Epps. I think August or April. I feel like it was something with an A. I think it was August.
I think it's April.
It might be April. Okay, I have to check on it, but it looked good. It looked really good. Omar Epps is in it.
Yeah. It looked good.
Yeah, a couple people in it. So I just, it should be interesting.
Actually, the guy who's playing Kanan in that is in that other thing we were talking about earlier, that One Night in Miami joint.
Okay.
I think he's playing Muhammad Ali in that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
50. One thing I gotta give 50, man. He did regardless of what you think about the stuff that he's putting out, he's made a great pivot into TV. You know what I'm saying? And movies. He's been, as an actor, he's been in a few entertaining joints.
Yes.
As a producer or executive producer, he got the Power series. He got the For Life joint.
For Life is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, he hasn't missed for TV yet.
Yeah, he hasn't. He hasn't.
Yeah, good for him, though, man. We need
Yeah,
some
man.
people, and he got the BMF joint about to drop soon. I think they got pushed back because
is that gonna be in stars or is that that's gonna be on stars?
I think Star.
Okay.
I think Star.
Okay. Yeah,
Maybe
dope.
a fool of not giving what he want.
For real. For real.
Well, he ended up working it out with him.
Yeah.
That's why he got all these joints still dropping on them. Yeah, but yeah, at this point, it's like people could talk about 50 and say whatever. We could talk about power. People could talk about it negatively, but we gonna watch. You know what I'm saying? That's it's just I would love to watch. We got so many other stories to watch, but I'm not mad at being attracted to quote unquote gangster films. You know what I'm saying? That was a genre way before hip hop was even created. You know what I'm saying? So you can't blame our people for doing nothing like that. They just took advantage of that particular thing. There's a lot of other stories out here being told too.
Right.
But those are entertaining. As they could, everything needs a little brush up every now and then, and power does as well.
Yeah. But, I mean, I don't know any.
I'm gonna give it a shot. If you look like me and you put something out, I'm gonna give it a shot. First look at it. If I don't like it, then I just won't watch it no more. But I'm gonna give it a shot.
Right. Absolutely. I mean,
wait for Snowfall to come back too.
Oh yeah, it looks good. I saw the trailer.
Anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great show.
That's a great show.
That's my favorite show on TV.
Yeah. That is a great show. For those who haven't watched Snowfall,
I'm definitely looking forward. I hope it
kept
the soul of it.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
That's another show I wish was on like HBO or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's hard to say I'm sure though, because that's not something you could give to somebody else. What John Singleton had inside him to create some of the stuff and have his sprinkle on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't think he was the lead writer or anything like that. So I hope they kept the same team together. But not having him around to oversee and be like, nah, he would have said it like this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Or when he came on the scene, or when he ride up, when he get out, this is how they would be looking at this with the backgrounds. He set the mood for the whole. They saw it through his lens. You know what I mean? So through his eyes, I meant to say so. But the writing was so good on that if they kept those people together, then I think it'll still be a show that it was before.
Right, especially if the formula has been working, there's no reason to change it. But
a lot of writers on good shows leave because it's a good show and they get the jobs.
But that's where the Rona might have helped people out. You wasn't so quick just to be leaving your well-paying gig when you didn't know what was going to happen with the world a year or two from now. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people might have just hunkered down, and contracts got a lot to do with that too. You can't go nowhere anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we'll see though. I'm looking forward to that one.
You know what else I'm looking forward to? A lot of people are looking forward to, I should say, the Stimmy.
Stimmy.
AKA the stimulus package, which is not really much stimulation anyway. I think it's
the Democrats calling it survival checks. Straight up.
Yo,
think about it.
It's fitting. It's fitting.
The United States of America is top 3 richest country in the world. China might have eclipsed us by now, right?
Mm-hmm.
You gave your citizens $1,800 in 10 months. Said you forgave rent, didn't forgive mortgage though.
They didn't forgive rent. You just can't get evicted.
Right. You still have to pay it down the line. Or they added to it.
You can't get evicted.
Right.
You can't. I mean, if you're the homeowner or the owner of the property or the apartment building, you gotta satisfy that payment every month. So that's what this whole shit wasn't really thought through the right way. It's like, well, how are you going to forgive rent and not forgive the mortgage? Like, how does that work? What if that's how I pay my mortgage is through this rent that I got my tenants paying?
Yeah, you know what? So
I got a 4-bedroom spot. You told everybody in here that they don't got to pay rent. for 10 months. But the bank is telling me, yo, I gotta pay.
If not, you gotta leave, but the people who are renting from you can stay.
And you switch somebody else in there and sell my joint at an auction or something.
Yep. Me and my cousin were having the same conversation a week ago. Crazy.
I don't understand how that whole thing didn't go hand in hand.
Well, I know some mortgage companies were offering that. Deferment on it, put it on the back of your loan and stuff like that.
Yeah, mortgage companies are definitely offering that. They definitely offering that. Yeah. It's crazy.
I hope so, because that's just, it don't work. It don't work if it's not that. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you only did the one thing and you didn't take care of the landlords, it's like you can't just do that. You can't forgive the tenant stuff and do that. And the tenants, of course, still got to pay.
Yeah, but it's still trickle down. Like even with people not paying rent to their landlords, the landlords usually that's their only income also.
Right.
So that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So it's like you got to forgive their stuff too.
Right.
If you want to forgive their tenant stuff.
Agreed.
You know, and it's like how you give people $1,800.
It's the most ridiculous thing when you think about it. Like, and then the $1,800 was still a struggle for us to get. On top of that, you know what I'm saying? It's an insult if you're like, we're gonna slide y'all, overall $1,800. Here y'all go. But it was a struggle to get that.
It's like asking for somebody for something, and then they be like, "Yo, here, yo, damn, take the $600, yo, leave me alone, yo. Get off my porch, yo, dead ass, get off my, here, 6, here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, here." Yeah, but you had said 2,000 before. So like, yo, I don't care what I said before, yo. Take the 600, get off the block, yo. If I shoot you in your ass.
2,000 dead, baby. Get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here. Yo, I don't care what I said before, yo. Here's, yo, I gave you 6. You want to take this 6 or what?
Right. It's just no logic in it. At least no logic that most of us can see. I just don't get it. But
so look at do like Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell's worth $22.5 million. That's his net worth as a senator, locked in at 174. That's what they all make. You know what I'm saying? Worth 22.5. Got 3 or 4 cribs and all that.
Right.
He's so far removed from that kind of shit that he thinks that $600 is a lot of money. He actually said $2,000 would put our grandchildren in debt. That was your excuse to not give them. Yo, it would put our grandchildren in debt. An extra $1,400 would cripple the United States like that. The United States of America. Y'all just agreed to what, $700 million something bill for the defense.
Yeah.
Donald Trump didn't push nothing forward. Now, he had 1 bombing thing or 2 bombing things his whole 4 years. Mm-hmm. You must got a stockpile because we ain't used shit in 4 years. You gonna give $700 million to what?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When that money could have came here to people. I wasn't even mad if they say like before if they was gonna cut it off because I got my joint cut off at the knees the first time. I didn't get the full joint. They only gave me half. So until Fats let me know like it's no income restrictions on this one. I was like, damn, I wasn't gonna get nothing. I was prepared to just be ass out because I was like, well, damn, $300 is like I hustled that up with my side gig. That ain't no stimulus to me, And most of us, y'all got mortgages and stuff like that. What $300 would it do? Yo, spending $40 on a bottle of wine. You know what I'm saying? 300 what it did. You know what I'm saying? So but 2,000, it's a little different. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that's what we can't, especially our people. We can't look to the government to bail us out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Ever.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And so the good thing, like we spoke about on the last thing, on the last part, this brought a lot of good stuff out in people as far as making them understand, like, look, I got to figure out another way to get some money out here.
Right.
Whether it be short term, whether it be long term, I got to find another way to make these ends meet because I'm my stimulus package. Mm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. My intellectual property that I have up here is my stimulus package. You know what I'm saying? And combine that with heart and tenacity and all the other stuff is how you gonna get that extra money, you know? And we laugh about it, you know, the $600 and all that, but it's really, really, really sad. You know what I'm saying? That
it
our
is
country
100%.
It's sad because some people actually really need that too, though.
Yes, yes, 100%.
Yeah, and it's like it's sad that somebody like these rich people, because there are no poor politicians. I don't know of any. You know what I'm saying? These dudes that's all in the, you know, in the House of Representatives and all that, all them got money.
Right.
The fact that you thought that $600 was a lot of money to give to somebody, you know what I'm saying, and thought that that was going to be enough to get them by when you know all the stuff that's going on, because y'all put these laws in place in the stimulus package to protect the businesses. There was something in the bill that said it protected the companies against litigation from people that might have got sick because the companies were open and forced them to come back to work because that's the only way they could have got money. So they put something in there to protect the companies from any litigation from employees that would have got sick because their companies made them come back to work. And that's one of the things that Mitch McConnell was threatening not to sign the bill over, was those things. So the quid pro quo stuff that they do, and they play this shit, they play these games with people's lives, which is bugged out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, these are people that need to eat, you know, get medicine for their kids and all this kind of shit. And y'all trading stuff to protect the fact that, okay, that one of your friends can make $27 million this year instead of $18 million that he would have made if he'd, you know, acted like a fucking human being. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy that, you know, when you think about it, how foul we get treated by our government, you know, in certain aspects. You know what I'm saying? You know, I still think America is the best thing going, but, you know, we could be so much better if we had if we have people with humanity in those positions. I don't think we got that. Yeah.
Definitely not.
But congratulations to everybody who got it.
Right.
Do whatever you got to do with it. No, you're not going to be able to flip it into $1 million. Please stop looking at these memes. You're not going to be able to flip into $1 million. No, an LLC doesn't automatically come with a windfall of cash. Please do your.
And just because you have an LLC does not guarantee you getting a small business loan.
Yes, please.
Your LLC is still tied to your personal credit.
Yeah, and don't do any PPP loan scams and stuff like that for the little $5,000 or $10,000. You may get away with it for the first 6 months, but if you were paying attention to the news, they sent the posse out and they started rounding up a whole bunch of people when it came to that. You know what I'm saying? And y'all going to jail for a long time if y'all get caught, you know, stealing from the government like that. Don't be stupid. You know what I'm saying? Get it how you can get it legally, of course, but don't be out here listening to.
If you did get a loan, have the money to pay it back if you need to.
Yes, they will come asking for it. Trust, you know, trust me. Do not be stupid.
Right.
Go ahead and get it. You need it. You know what I'm saying? Use it wisely. Understand? They're gonna come and knocking.
So, you know, switching gears a little bit. Speaking about going and getting it if you need it. This COVID-19 vaccine is out here in these streets. It's out here in these streets. You know, I've seen, you know, quite a few people that I know on Facebook who are in the healthcare profession already started taking, you know, I guess the first, because I think it's two injections, depending on what you get or whatever.
2 doses.
2 doses. Right? Yeah, something like that. So I've seen a couple people already, you know, taking it. And, you know, I guess, you know, all kids have to take, it's mandatory if you're going to go to school, right? It's mandatory, right?
I don't think they've said that yet.
Okay. So
they do. I know kids are high on the list of the first ones to get it so they can go back to school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think because you might be able to get that off with a religious exemption, but
okay. I
don't know how much they're gonna let that go. I'm sure in September 2021. It might still be an option to do that. Okay. Or by September, it may not be an option. I think up until now, summertime, you might be good.
Because certain vaccines you have to have as a kid to go to school.
Anyway.
Right.
Like as a child, you get them as a child, like after you're born and stuff like that. But
right.
Certain ones you have to get. So this might be one of those.
This might be one of those. Definitely, if it's I'm probably thinking they're probably gonna make it mandatory. You know, if you're going to school, because
I
they want
understand that.
yeah, I get it. Absolutely get it. Some people are opposed to taking it. Some people are going to take it. Not here to sway anybody either way, but it's just interesting to see the dialogue about this disease that's like ravaged the world in the past year, pretty much. So I'm curious to see once, and even for those who want to take it, it's going to be, I guess it's a while. Like it's got not a long line per se, but I don't know how they're going to determine who gets it. You know what I'm saying? First, when it
Yeah, I
comes
don't know
to
how they're
But I've
doing
been
that.
watching
how they going to do that?
I've been watching the news recently, and they haven't been able to deliver the vaccine effectively. They've been way below projections on what they would have had into the hands of hospitals and stuff like that. You know what I mean? At this particular time, people like us who quote unquote don't need it because of either our work situations or our health situations, something like that, we may not even if we wanted it, we may not even get a shot to get it until September, October.
Yeah, that
It's just
doesn't
so many.
surprise me. That doesn't
Yeah,
surprise
it's a lot of people that fall in line before us,
me.
and they don't have enough to give. They don't. I mean, they got enough made, but as far as the delivery thing, they've been going through a bunch of that. That's what Biden was just on TV beefing at Trump's people about the fact that it's been so slow to get out to people. You know?
Okay.
I have a cousin that's a doctor. She's actually an ear, nose, and throat doctor, and she's been on this from a minute. So I've been taking my cues from her when it comes to that. And obviously she's black and she understands black people's apprehension
Right.
to line it up and
Of
take
course.
any vaccine, you know what I'm
Of
saying, just
course.
off of historical stuff. But she wasn't frightened about it, like, yo, don't go, don't do
Right.
that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
she wasn't on that. It was like, yo, be careful with it, you know what I'm saying? Like, do your research if you're worried about it. But the good thing about us is we might be able to see 8-9 months
Right.
examples before it gets to us. Same thing. I'm
Right.
trying to, like, I know if I send my kids back to school, they're gonna need it, but the earliest they're gonna take it is August. So because they ain't doing none of that before them. So I'm like, we gonna get 7-8 months of seeing what is done and seeing what some of the side effects are, so we can make an informed decision when it comes there. But Tom, one of our brothers, Tommy, has a cousin that's a doctor, and he said, "Are y'all worried about it? Go get your vaccine where the white people take it out."
Wow.
I mean, at the end of the day, that's the simplest thing. Like, what they gonna do? They gonna, if they send you in there, you going
Give me
that
the blue
way.
one. The blue one for him.
Yeah, exactly. Give me the one I'm mixed up. Give me that one. You know what I'm saying? If they say that, then you know when to get out of there. But just go where the white folks go if you're worried about that.
Right.
If they got 2 separate vials and all that, then that's when you get worried. But but exactly, you laughing because you understand the ridiculousness of that.
Right.
So that's what he was trying to say. Like, look, just go someplace else. You don't go to the hood and take it. Just take it someplace else. What they gonna do? Tell you can't get it here? So no, just go there and get it. If you got the same insurance and all that stuff or whatever, they give it out for free some places. I know they're gonna be doing that too.
Right.
Go over there and take it if you're worried about it. But to not take it would kind of be irresponsible if it's effective and it everything else is. So of course we don't.
I think I have an option to get it now, but I'm gonna wait.
I'm definitely waiting.
Yeah. I mean, I get it.
I'm waiting for as long as I can. I'm sure my job wants to go back. They spent millions of dollars on our new space in that building. So I'm sure somebody gonna be in there working. But for what I do, I don't have to be in the office for nothing. I don't got to print out nothing. I go to 100% of my stuff. Well, 95% of my stuff, because other than that, it's conference calls and all that. I don't got to be in my office for nothing. So we the last wave of people that would go back to the office anyway. You know what I mean? So, and it ain't looking like we going back anytime soon. It will be September or something like that. So I'm like, September, I think I would feel comfortable about hearing about enough stuff, and I'll probably be able to know somebody who's had it personally that I can speak to about it, and how to make you feel and stuff like that. And I'll feel comfortable doing that. Like, I want to be able to be around my mom and not be scared to get her sick.
Right.
I want to be able to be around my, my older people, my older family members, and not have to worry about that.
Yes.
So if I have to do that, it's worth that to me. You know what I'm
100%.
saying? I ain't lining up to take it first, you know.
Right.
But after a few months, you know, if I don't hear nothing crazy about it, yeah, I'm definitely taking it because I ain't seen my mom in over a year.
Yeah.
You know, so I
Listen,
don't want to. I'm
exactly. I
not
was the
doing it
same way.
Yeah.
Same way.
Yeah.
Same way. I mean, listen. I mean, regardless of
I don't
who.
begrudge nobody who say they don't want
Yeah.
to do it
If
because
you don't do it,
I
you know,
understand the fear too.
as long
Yeah.
as you still being careful and diligent and not
Yeah,
trying
but
to.
if you're telling people not to take it, though, have something to back it up, though.
Exactly.
Just don't have to be spewing shit and.
Yeah. No conspiracy
something
theories.
real from somebody who makes some sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You can find dissenting opinion on damn near anything.
Right.
Of course.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Of course.
But you gotta consider the source and things like that. But
Yeah.
unfortunately,
Reputable site. Don't be coming in here with bogus websites. Foxy News. Say.
It's like, yo, if you're an orthopedic surgeon, I don't want to hear what you got to say about the vaccine. Just like if you were if you were a doctor like that, Dr. Fauci, I don't want to hear what you got to say about my ankle if I twist it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not your expertise.
You're an infectious disease.
I'm not making Dr. Fauci the end all be all.
Right.
But he got 40 years experience in this, or 30 years. If
You know
you got
something.
30 years experience in anything.
Right.
In anything. You got 30 years experience in spreading peanut butter on bread. When I've got a question about it, guess what I'm calling?
You ain't ripping that bread no more. I'll tell you that.
Even with the chunky, you ain't breaking bread up.
That's skill set. That's skill set.
I'm going to him, man. Peter peanut butter spreader, whatever his name is. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, yo, y'all gonna listen to Ted Cruz over Dr. Fauci. Y'all gonna listen to
Cruz is a
Donald
sucker,
Trump?
man.
Yeah.
Didn't Trump talk all types of foulness about his wife and stuff?
Listen, there's no bigger sucker in politics than Ted Cruz. No man that shouldn't be called a man. He disrespected your father, called your wife ugly on national TV, and you stomping your feet for this dude. How you sleep in the bed with your whiz after that? Think about that.
Maybe she ugly.
She can look like Chewbacca. You can't say that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
You can't say she look like that.
Right.
If I was saying,
right.
You don't gotta diss him every time but
You should.
if I'm Ted Cruz, anytime you say his name around me, I'm like, no comment. No comment. No comment.
We don't say that name around here.
Yeah, we don't say that name around here. He like Kane in the Power Book too. You know what I'm saying? We don't say that name around here no more. I'll be calling him 45. Yo, you cannot say that name around here. If that's his whiz, that's what she should be telling him. And you out here acting crazy. And Donald Trump wouldn't piss on Ted Cruz if he was on fire. Mm-mm. That's one thing I got, yo. For all the stuff we talked about, homeboy.
Right.
The way he got the Republican Party acting like he Debo. They are terrified of him. And they realize, yo, this nigga got 70 million votes. The most votes of any other dude, you know what I'm saying, that came in our party. Mm-hmm. So whoever running in 2024, they gonna want his blessing. And I think that's why they kissing his behind like this. That alone is sickening. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you letting politics and stuff like that get in the way of your morals, especially Ted Cruz. Everybody else, I almost can give a pass on because y'all don't matter. Y'all be sucking up to whoever is.
It's just politics.
But he specifically talked bad. He said your pops has something to do with killing John F. Kennedy. And once again, called your wife ugly. When I was married, if I didn't introduce my wife to somebody, I'd have heard about it later on that night. Especially if it was a woman. I can't be tee-hee in some other chick face and not be like, yo, this is my wife, right? You know what I'm saying? I can't believe that he's like that. Every time for a while, every time he would tweet something about Donald Trump, I would always retweet it and say, yo, didn't he dish your wife? Like for 6 months, especially when Trump first got in office, I'm like, yo, he called your wife ugly. You still sucking him off like this? What kind of man are you, man?
Right.
Oh my God. Yo, if a guy in the street sucked his teeth at our Wiz is wrong.
Yeah.
We gonna look back. We gonna at least give one of those before
Right.
our wives grab or girls grab us and be like, nah, ain't no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
You can't call my Wiz ugly on national TV and I say anything positive about you again.
Right.
And you don't got to be a little girl about it. I'm like, yo, just be like, yo, no comment. Don't. Before the interview starts, don't ask me nothing about it. I'm telling y'all, I'm going to get up and go. It's been all that smoke, you know what I'm saying, forever. As long as he was in office, after he gets out, somebody else, then I say what I want. No, I'm not going to mess the party up, but don't ask me nothing about it.
Right.
I'm treating him like everybody else, like, nah.
You may ask for 5 minutes, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Him, his skinny ass Wiz, his funny looking ass kids. Like I'd have had all that for him once he got out. You know?
Oh God.
I'm not mature enough though to let that go. But
I mean,
I'm cool with that too.
It is what it is with that. So before we get out of here, I know there's this new year, man, there's a lot of new shows coming out, man. Good ones. At least it looks good. I know for a fact one in particular, Coming to America 2 is coming to Amazon Prime, and I'm looking forward to seeing that. I saw the trailer, and the trailer looks fun. Everybody who was in the first one is in this one, and everybody still looks great.
Yo,
son,
that black on crack is for real.
Yes,
yo,
sir.
James Earl Jones, son. Yeah,
Sherry Headley.
Listen,
just as good as she did back then.
And Vanessa Bell Calloway.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me. And then they doing all their characters again. The older versions of the characters.
Yeah.
Except
I want to see how the new ones come into.
Some people said the guys in the barber should be dead. Like they should be dead.
The Jewish guy?
That was 90. That was 80. That was 80 back then.
Yeah.
But they got some Wesley in the joint. Glad to see Wesley back on the big screen. Well, with a small screen, but glad to see him back anyway.
Right.
DC Young Fly is a funny dude. I'm gonna see what he got. He's playing the son or whatever.
Okay.
Supposed to be good.
Tiana Taylor's in it too.
Yeah. So, but it's gonna be good to see. It's always good to see us in movies, and it's gonna be the majority of us.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying, in the movie.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy back. You know what I'm saying? He's funny. You know, Arsenio back. Good to see him back. It's gonna be.
It should be.
When's that drop?
March,
I think.
First week in March.
What they waiting for is done. What they're waiting for. There's no big movie rollout.
I mean,
you got a point there.
Maybe they
who knows?
Maybe they're trying to get more people to subscribe to Amazon Prime first.
Yeah, Prime paid like what was it, 100 million for that?
125. 125.
Yeah, I don't know what they're waiting for either. But maybe, but you know what? Maybe they're waiting for. Isn't award season the first 3 months of the year?
That's not getting no award, man.
Yeah, that's not. It ain't
no. When I'm saying that, I'm talking about just events that are happening on TV.
Yeah.
Super Bowl. You got
Oscars is like
Oscars, Emmy, all that kind of stuff is coming up. So I think March maybe all that stuff will be done before they do that, and then they'll have more of a spotlight on the movie.
I don't know. They dropped that whack Wonder Woman joint on Christmas. Like, I don't know.
But they did a bit. But you saw the build up for that. That was
I saw it the week before. I ain't seen nothing about Wonder Woman until like the week before.
I saw things here and there, but I didn't think it was a huge.
Oh, I saw. Well, I'm out here, so
okay, right, right.
Yeah.
Every 2 blocks, that shit was on a billboard. You know
okay,
I ain't seen none of that.
Yeah, me neither.
Gail Gadot also fine. Shout out to the women on this episode. Yeah, he's fine. That movie was just.
Yeah, we don't gotta revisit that.
Did we talk about it here? Or was that
Wonder Woman? Nah, that was pre. That was
pre. Okay. Yeah. We start talking before we start recording, so we just.
Yeah. But it was. I was excited about it because I actually did like the first movie. I didn't think the first movie was like compared to any of the Marvel joints, but I thought it was good. I thought Captain Marvel, if you want to go female superhero films, I thought Captain Marvel was way better.
Way better.
Way better. But I did like the first Wonder Woman movie. I expected a lot more from this one, but it was just, I can't even blame the actors. I just thought the storyline was just, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It just seemed like a made-for-TV movie for me. Like it was.
Oh wow.
Look, I bought the little HBO Max just so my kids could watch it. You know what I'm saying? Usually, if I did that, I would actually run back and watch the movie that I got it for again, just so I can see it again. I haven't thought about running Wonder Woman back.
No.
And look, I was up one night at like 2:30 in the morning watching battle rap clips on YouTube. Wonder Woman never entered my mind to go over there. No, I'm good. You know, what was good enough.
Yeah, that's and you know, a lot of people are saying that it's not good. That's just it's a bad look for them. But you know,
what's the other joint on Amazon Prime? I was talking about
what?
Sylvie's
Love.
Sylvie's Love.
Sylvie's
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah. Tessa Thompson.
Tessa Thompson, Nandi Asamoah, former Raider. Shout out.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, I need to check that out.
See, that's what I was talking about earlier when I say we have other stories to tell. And funny that I saw them. I think it was Nandi had a interview before that movie dropped, and he was like, they had a fight with the studio because the studio was telling them, excuse me, that there wasn't an audience for that. You know, and it's like, that's why y'all gotta have more people that look like us in these positions, because they will let you know that yes, there is. You know, there's not the same audience that there is for the Avengers Infinity War, but there's not too many movies that have that audience. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you can keep the production costs down on a movie like that, but still get the quality out of it, there is an audience for that. And I think that those movies like can show, you know, movie houses and stuff like that. Like, look, there's an audience for that. You know, and as long as it's written the right way,
was that made for Prime?
Yes,
it was.
Okay.
Prime.
Okay.
I mean,
Prime got some good. Yeah, Prime got some good joints.
Quality is, you know, is really not just, you know, just for the big screen anymore. Now they making quality stuff going straight to now. Like, you know, remember back in the days when it was like straight to DVD, we was like, oh, straight to DVD. That must have been it was whack. It that doesn't apply anymore. You know what I mean?
Well, not in this time now.
Not in this time now. Like quality music. I mean, quality music. Well, quality music, yeah. But quality TV shows and movies going straight to the streaming platforms. Like, I've seen some quality, and have seen some hood. Like, I know you're the connoisseur on the hood movies, right? But I was perusing because I told Noel, I was like, yo, we gonna.
Did you look at one of the ones that I sent you?
I saw a trailer from what's the name who played Big and Notorious, like a bunch of them. It was like something about the girl.
Gravy got like 4 joints on there, right?
Yeah, Gravy got some joints on there.
I forgot what it was called. Something about the girls. They robbing with the masks on. It was
Bad Girls.
Bad Girls. Yeah, the Bad Girls. Yeah.
Some Bad Girls was good, yo.
Yo, the trailer. I was like, we watched the trailer. We was like, wow.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. I can't even.
You're not going to do the right thing when you go do it. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get Malcolm X when you do it. But
you're not going to get Black Panther.
Minutes, you're not going to get Black Panther.
You're going to get Diamond, though. You're going to get Black Diamond,
for 90 minutes, but for 90 minutes or 80 minutes, because those joints be short.
Right.
You know, I saw one movie that shit was like 68 minutes. I was like, that's a movie? Or how y'all get the movie? But I think there's a certain minute amount that it switch over from being an episode to a movie. I think it might be 68 minutes or something like that. I don't know why I'm
right.
But I think, so I saw a bunch of movies on there that was like an hour 12 minutes, an hour 5 minutes. I was like, this is a whole movie? So when I got nothing else to do, I will run through a couple of them.
Right.
And I know like in the first 10, 15 minutes, if I need to invest any more time in it.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So it's like, you know, like you got to see Plug Love. I'm telling you, when you see Plug Love, you'll be like, yo. And that little crew from Detroit, shout out to the dudes that did the indie movies from Detroit. I wish I remembered his name. But son, he got his little crew put out like 10 of them flicks on Amazon.
Okay.
And everyone I've seen, like they actually, don't get me wrong, like I said, it wasn't shot beautifully and all that stuff, but you could see that they put time and effort into it.
Kind of
You know
like the
what I'm saying?
Dolomite stuff of our time now, like the
Yeah,
Dolomite.
they put it was a good story. It was written right. The acting really wasn't
The
crazy,
best,
but it
yeah.
wasn't terrible. But it wasn't terrible either. You could be like, yo, I know that story. I understand that. I get that. I understand that. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Crazy, gratuitous violence and all that, but you know, it's
yeah.
whatever.
I mean, we're all familiar with that because I know, Teeth. We used to watch on YouTube, Money and Violence.
Money and Violence.
Yeah.
Yo, the
Yes.
production value was horrible, but
man.
you just
Look,
couldn't stop watching
But
it. It was
once you get
I
past
love
that, and it's hard for me to get past that, like being the designer, creative,
Yeah.
like
right.
my eyes a certain way, and if it don't look right or sound right, I'm like, but once you
But
get
look,
past it,
exactly. But this is how I get past that. When these niggas are not doing this, they selling drugs. So the fact that you could be a drug dealer or affiliated with drug dealers and say, you know what, I'm gonna take some of this money and we're gonna put out a, you know, I look, one of my Money and Violence was one of my favorite YouTube joint. There's another one called The Cycle that was set in Marlboro houses in Brooklyn. Anybody know Marlboro houses? No, it's not a sweet spot. You know what I'm saying, to be at. So to even shoot a movie that's based there is nuts. But it's like, okay, this got a good story and all that. You know, that one, Money and Violence was you got to give them credit because they was like the first one that kind of took off.
Right.
You know, and then like those begat a lot of, you know, other joints that you know
Right,
caught by
right,
accident
right.
if you was watching that.
Right.
You know, there was another good one. And it's crazy because Tone Brother was in an episode playing a lawyer in one, Kenny Rock.
Oh,
wait, Kenny?
Kenny was in?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Kenny playing a lawyer in the joint. But that was actually one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
Because that was actually I thought it was well written.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I just forgot the name because the dude that was the writer, he actually went through some mental issues, so he kind of got away from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There are a lot of little YouTube shows, like episodic shows that people don't know about that may have like 1,000 views here, 100, a few hundred views here, that are very interesting. Like people are out there doing stuff. Like I remember seeing.
I watched another one called Situationships that had like a few seasons. That was dope. You know what I'm saying?
I never watched it, but I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think there was this network called Black and Sexy TV on YouTube.
I remember that.
And they had like Issa Rae had one of her awkward black girl, but then there was another one called The Number that she was part of, but she wasn't the main character. And I think that was on Black and Sexy TV, and it was about like your partner, your girlfriend or boyfriend's body count, how many people you slept with. But it was an interesting show. It was so funny. But there's a lot of shows like that, like Money and Violence. There's other ones like you talking Kenny Rock was in or whatever. Like it's a lot of shows out there that are just entertaining. Like, and people, you got to go out there and search. There's so much out there. You got.
There was another one that I watched called The Professional Chiller. Okay. Listen. Yeah, it was.
I like this. I like this already.
It was based in Long Island.
Okay.
So you know, Long Island dudes is always extra anyway. So it was, and you know that because you right next door in Queens. You know, the Long Island dude always going to turn his. Everybody else on 7, he on 9 for the rest of the day. But it was funny. You know, the story was kind of crazy. You know, it was violent and all that type of stuff. But it was actually interesting. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, I don't know how. I think I caught that after Money and Violence went away. Because remember. I'm so because that was a example of money messing up a good thing. You know, Money and Violence was clicking, signed a deal with Tidal.
Yeah.
Or was the Tidal Rock Nation? I think it might be Rock Nation. Tidal.
Yeah, because
and then the dude Mo, who was the top dude, and the other guy, the light skinned dude that was his right hand man.
They always a light skinned dude.
Yeah, they got issues. No. On this thing, I think it was the head dude Mo. I think he got kind of, was it from? I've seen a lot of people talk about it. Like you've seen clips like this. What happened with Money and Violence? And it's like 8 of the other actors that was on the show, and everybody talked about money. I think once he signed that, and it got to the point where, yo, who put this together? Me. That's who. And when you get that. caused a problem.
Wow.
Money and Violence was actually good, and now it's hard to go back and see him. You got to pay for him now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So mid-pandemic, I was looking for it. I was
Right.
gonna go back. I was
Right.
like, yo, Money and Violence out here. Y'all still like that? Let me see. I'm looking for something to watch.
So
Let me
it's
go
not
watch
a
that
title no
again.
more?
Mm-mm.
Oh, wow.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I mean, it
Yeah,
was a
I
good
binge
one.
watched that because
Yeah,
I caught on to that late,
Yeah.
so I had to go
Yeah.
back.
Mano was in it.
I watched it early.
Ti was in it too.
I was waiting for episodes to come out. That's
Yeah.
how I was.
Yeah.
Same thing with the
Yeah.
Cycle and the other joint. Like I was waiting for the episodes to come out. And so the Cycle had a bloop episode that was like an hour long. I was like, yo, it's. And if you look at the dudes, you're like, yo, these are dudes I see in the corner. These are dudes, he like my street connect. I know they grab a little stuff from. You know what I'm saying? So if it's good, and then there's other ones that are very, very produced in a good way. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot more polished. You know what I'm saying? Stuff. It's just so much stuff.
I need to find
TV
those.
is like, yeah. But look, if you go on YouTube, you'll find them. So there's a bunch on there that
good quality ones.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of them on Amazon. And
they've been out there for years. And because it's hard to get marketing and stuff like that. We didn't catch them like that. But you search for them. You got some time. You out there, you'll see it's a bunch of people out there putting out some great content.
Absolutely.
Some great content. Like that thing you sent the other day. You sent to the group chat with Woody doing
Dual Power,
yeah.
I had never seen any of those. You told me he had done a bunch of those before. I had never seen any of those before. It was great.
Great. Brilliant idea.
He picked the right story to go for that. All the dude, the acting through the joint was, it was excellent. And it's like, I wish that there was a way that we could highlight some of that more. You know what I'm saying? To put people up on it more. Because
had
those people really
that
get
network. Didn't he do that
Laugh Out Loud?
Laugh Out Loud.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart's network.
Yeah. I think so.
So that was on Kev's joint.
He got he does have them on there. Yeah.
He has them on it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He did them before that came out though, and they put them on there.
I think I follow that network on YouTube. I follow it.
I got the app or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the app too.
Yeah.
But our days, being a grown up did not give you time to do nothing.
Fam.
Being a grown up with responsibilities. Let me say that. Yeah. I know some dudes out here that can watch everything. I'm like,
I don't have.
You got time to do that?
Yeah, man. Yeah, having time.
One other thing I'm looking at before we go, there's something that's coming out on Prime called One Night in Miami. It's directed by Regina King, and what it is it's an idea of, I think it's the night before or the night after Muhammad Ali fought Sonny Liston in Miami for the first time. And the story is the idea of what Muhammad Ali, Sam Cooke, Jim Brown, and Malcolm X, they all hung out that night in Miami, and what they might have talked about during that particular night, given the climate of the times and everything like that in the 60s and the type of stuff they had going on. And us being pro-Black brothers the way we are, I know I'm very much looking forward to seeing that when it comes out. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing that from Regina King, because I'm sure she's already a legend when it comes to her acting. So I'm sure she had a bunch of things in her head that she got going on that she want to put out in something like this. So I'm looking forward to seeing
is that out?
That from her.
Is it out yet?
No, it comes out in February, I believe.
Okay.
No, my bad. It comes out January 15th. January 15th.
January 15th. Okay.
Yeah, January 15th. So
on Amazon Prime. It's Amazon Prime, right?
On Amazon Prime, yes.
Cool. Yeah,
it's supposed to come out in the movies too.
Yeah, it's supposed to come out in the movies. Right?
A lot of things are supposed to come out in the movies.
Yo, look, I can't. Yeah, exactly. I can't see me vaccine or no vaccine. I'm not going to a movie theater until 2022.
I understand.
Like this a red shirt year for the movie theaters. And that's me and my kids' thing. That's what we do. But I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I understand.
I just don't. Because especially out here in California, where people don't even like wearing masks to go to Trader Joe's and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, so many white people going crazy over that. I don't want to be around y'all if y'all too crazy. You know, when it comes to that. I got the
Right.
Fire Stick, but I kick for HBO Max or something or Disney Plus to, you know, calm down the cavalry in here. If you get nuts, I'll do that. But sitting in the movie theater where
Right.
somebody else was just sitting, I don't know if this dude was coughing all crazy. I
No,
still need that. You know, I
no,
need that in my mouth.
I get it. Peace of mind, man.
Man.
Definitely. But I'm definitely checking that out. What's it? The night. What's it called again?
One Night in Miami.
One
One
night in
night in
Miami.
Miami.
One night in
Yeah,
Miami.
One
All
Night
right,
in Miami.
cool. Amazon Prime.
Who else? Somebody else got something coming out that we were looking forward to.
Oh, the new movie coming out, produced by Spike Lee, directed by Nate Parker, called American Skin. Have y'all saw that trailer?
Yes. I saw the trailer for that. That looked
Latif, you
good.
ain't see that
I
trailer?
didn't see it. No.
Watch that trailer, bro.
Yeah, watch that trailer.
Okay.
Amari Hardwick
that
is in it too. He's in it. I
I
forget.
mess with Nate Parker. Nate Parker is an
Yeah.
excellent actor. I know
And-
he went through the stuff with
Yeah.
with his
Yeah.
with that assault charge, whatever, that ended up getting dropped, and people still
Right.
trying to cancel him a little bit. But
Right. Yeah.
on that. And you know, I'm anything that Spike put out, I'm gonna watch regardless.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna get, you know, Spike gonna get at least one viewing from me.
Right. For
So,
those who don't know about it, it's called American Skin. Go watch the trailer on YouTube.
what's the premise behind it again, John? Because I watched the trailer.
It's basically from what I gather, cops pulled over Nate Parker and his son was, the usual how they do, get out the car, they aggressive with us. His son was like, I don't know, maybe a teenager, like 16, and he was filming. So one of the cops shot and killed him. So Nate Parker takes it upon himself, because the cop was proved not guilty, of course, which we've seen in America. But now he takes it upon himself and a couple, I don't know how many people with him, and they take over I guess maybe the police station, and he gets the cop that killed his son, and like it, craziness ensues. Like it's very it's like, yo, they got their gun, they want justice for what happened to his son. That's basically. Like it's very intense. Like the trailer is very I was like, oh wow, I didn't see this. It's the movie that we want to see after being. It feels like the movie we want to see after being angry so long of what we've seen in real life. You know what I'm saying?
And it's good to see that from Spike, because Spike has been good at
as an executive producer. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely
to capture. Who was the actual? Is it a Nate Parker film?
No,
that
he directed it.
Executive produced?
Yeah, Nate Parker directed it. He's starring in it, and he directed because he directed the movie Birth of a Nation that he was also starring.
Yeah.
In. So
yeah.
but Spike Lee is an executive producer on this.
You know what? That's when they tried to cancel him when Birth of a Nation came out.
Birth of a Nation,
yeah. That's when he brought
the timing of that was terrible.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
But shout out to Nate Parker. Shout out to Spike.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. Shout out to Regina King, everybody else involved in that.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to people from Snowfall. I'm glad you guys are coming back out.
Man, Franklin, let's go.
Man, let's go.
Oh, he's in a joint with something coming out. Him and what's homeboy's name? Played the Falcon character.
Oh, Anthony Mackie.
Anthony
Mackie. Yeah, him and Anthony Mackie got something coming out either on Netflix or on Amazon Prime too. I saw the trailer for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually like Anthony Mackie.
I like him now. I didn't like him he was a little stiff.
I didn't like him as Tupac. Although
right.
Let me take it back. I did like him as Tupac because I thought that everything that we heard about Tupac was Tupac being slightly extra, especially when he was out and then he was partying a little bit. And that's what I think that he gave us in Notorious. He was he was that guy. But I heard him say something before about not being one to be pigeonholed in certain roles and stuff like that, and it kind of turned me off from him because I was like, oh, you one of those dudes that now you can't rock with us. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do this because you're that. But then once I seen him kind of clean it up and explain it a little better, I was like, yeah, I understand that. And he's I definitely get it. And he's a pretty good actor. Most of the stuff I've seen him in have been good. I loved him when he was in He Hate Me. I just don't like the Falcon character. I think it's a waste. I don't think it's anything on him.
Mhm.
I don't think there's any of the Marvel movies that we've seen, any of them joints that we've seen, where he was like, yo, if Falcon was here, we was like,
Yeah.
like,
He doesn't warrant
don't
his
need
own
Sunny
movie.
there.
Yeah, he doesn't
Yeah,
even. He doesn't even know movie. He doesn't. He doesn't.
Respectfully, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, man. So
But I also look forward to seeing a lot of content from different creators in 2021. I think that a lot of different platforms are popping up for people to have their stuff,
they are.
seen.
Yes.
And I
they
think
are.
in 2021 we're gonna see a lot of new Ava DuVernays. So we're gonna see a lot of more of those. You're gonna see a lot more of those type of people coming out and doing their things. One of my friends is my friend Tony. She has a YouTube web series. I wish I could remember. I'm sorry, Tony, but she's been doing that for a while. You know what I'm saying? She's been a writer for a while and
Okay.
doing stuff like that. So it's good to see when I watch her episodes. It's good to see her dream come true or her vision come true. The stuff that she was telling me about when I first met her 8-9 years ago. What she was saying she was going to do, she actually did. So shout out to everybody who took this time, and she was doing this before the COVID hit, so it's good. Or just like John P said last time, then you said it great. Do it scared, do whatever you gotta do, give it a shot. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know who's gonna catch it. You know what I'm saying? Who gonna see it?
Absolutely.
And if one person see it, you won. To be perfectly honest, straight up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If one person see it,
See
you
it
won.
and
You
like
got
it?
your content out there for somebody else out there to see.
Yep, that's the facts, for real, yo. Yeah, man. I mean, that's pretty much it, y'all. We can keep talking because.
What y'all had to drink on New Year's? What was y'all drinking?
Oh man.
Had some vino
I
and a
had.
glass of champagne. I can't
had
remember the
some
name of the
Cleek.
wine though.
Yeah, I had some Cleek. I had some. I had this.
I
This
forgot what we
Coppola.
had.
Francis Coppola has a winery.
Yeah.
Right. And I like this bottle because the bottle had like
the netting,
gold foil. You know what I'm saying, around it, right? Usually about $25, $30 a bottle, which is usually a little bit more than what I drink when I'm drinking on my daily. But a girl got it New Year's, and that was one of the my favorite joints I've had over like the last 4 or 5 months. Like it wasn't a crazy alcohol content, maybe 14%, but 2 glasses in, I was like, okay. Whatever I needed it to do, it's doing right now. So I could, I could take it back down to 4th gear, you know what I'm saying, and chill a little bit. But that was an excellent wine. And when I have an extra $5 or $10 to spend, I think I'm when I'm buying my wines, I'm gonna go out and grab some of that. I got another joint that I'm
check out Orange Swift wines too.
What? What's it called?
Orange Swift.
Orange Swift. Yeah.
Orange Swift. Okay.
Yeah.
Orange Swift.
With an
O-R-I-N.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I thought we were talking earlier. I'm on this Josh right now. Josh Sellers out here in California, up in Napa Valley. But the first time I had it was my birthday celebration, and it was excellent. And what I had today was Cabernet, also pretty good. And I like the thing that Tia started on Facebook, the Black Wine Snobs page.
Yeah.
So I'm learning a lot. Yeah, I'm learning a lot from, or just at least getting a few recommendations on different wines to try on that. But this Josh ain't let me down. I think I've had this Josh maybe 4 times, and it's serious. This is the 2018. I think we was talking before. It might have been off mic, and the 2017s are a lot better. When we went to Napa in January, one of the baristas there told us that in 2018 they had fires up there. So you could sometimes in certain barrels, you could taste the smokiness, the burntness from the fires that was out there. So the 2017s and the 2019s all taste better than the 2018s because sometimes you get that burnt taste, that burnt aftertaste from that. Yeah. And I think we were talking about that before, Tiff. You said one of the ones you had you got the burnt aftertaste from. So right now, I start looking for that, depending on, where it is. If it's a Argentina wine or South African wine, then I won't care about that. But if I know I'm getting something from Napa, then I'm looking at 2000. I'm trying to keep 2018.
You cop any joints off that site I gave you?
The Wine Enthusiast joint?
Yeah.
Wine Tech?
Yeah.
Yeah. I signed up for that. I'm in like 4 wine clubs now. That's probably why I don't have no extra money. I be looking at them,
I ain't missed one of those yet, man.
Yeah, you go out there, you like, $39.99 automatic payment come out for this wine. But what it was is when I was, after I came back from Napa, I joined a couple of the wine clubs from some of the clubs we went to because they were great. And then once I started looking at some of the more Black-owned wineries, and then some of the Black people that had the Black-owned wine clubs, I joined a couple of those just to support. And they were, rocking with the same type of stuff that I was rocking with as far as the cabs and things like that. So getting different ones from there is cool. So a little pricey, but it keeps a bottle of wine in my on my bar cart all the time. I got my mom a wine club thing like for a gift like 3 years ago for Christmas. And she loved it. She was getting like 6 bottles a month.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's got 4 bottles a month. I'm sorry, 4, 2 reds, 2 whites.
So yeah,
that's all I need right there.
We're gonna probably have to do a wine episode at some point. Have somebody on and really do
actually,
a nice little wine episode.
One of our fellow Morganites started a wine thing. Her name is Angela McCrae. She has called Uncorked and something that's on Facebook. I'm sorry I'm bad at this, but we'll get it right when we do have the wine episode. But she also trades recommendations about wine and stuff like that. So
yeah, that's what's up.
It's crazy as we got older how we pivoted to certain stuff. Like I still get my whiskey on, don't get it twisted, but I might drink whiskey maybe once a month now. Right. You know what I'm saying? I drink wine.
Yeah. Listen,
5 times a week.
For me, like, listen, I didn't really drink alcohol that I can count on both my hands how many times I drink alcohol in my 20s and 30s.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
What was that? What you was on? Midori Sour? Was it something?
Midori.
Yeah,
Amaretto Sours.
Yeah. That's the entry level. That's the entry level right there.
And I was good with it. I was good with it.
200 like this.
To go out with JPB at the bar, like what you want? I ain't ordering that. JP. He be like, I got you. He's like, what you want? I'll be like, he's like, I ain't buying that, man. I'm like, word? You forcing me to like that?
I can't remember ever seeing you tipsy.
Well,
I seen you a little loose before, but not to the point where I see everybody else. Like everybody else, I got a file on, and I know, like, I remember this day.
Life has changed me. Life has changed me, man. Life has changed. Married life has changed me. So I just I never thought I'd be drinking wine. Like I never. And when I was growing up,
I never thought you'd be smoking. I thought the wine thing. I was like, okay, well, I always thought that if you have, especially if you with your partner, and you do everything with your wife, just like most of us do everything with the girl.
Yeah.
You got to be able to do something. You know what I'm saying? And if your wife was a wine drinker or a drinker at all, you know what I'm saying? There's no way that I thought that you would be able to resist that for too long.
Right.
You know
I get it.
Now, of course, you don't want to. I don't think we can drink whiskey like we drink wine. At least I can't.
Oh yeah.
I can't. I'm not trying to be drunk.
I do whiskey here, like no. I just started with the whiskey, like.
But I buy bottles of whiskey like I buy wine.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I try different ones.
Okay.
But I was just trying to get on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you randomly
have a bottle of whiskey for a year.
you randomly try stuff. You don't take recommendations, or you just randomly go and just see what you do.
I take
How you do?
recommendations, but I also like I'll have to have heard about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just go in there going blind, like, I'll try this one.
Nah, like this Japanese whiskey. I have Hibiki 17.
Okay.
I got that. I bought 2 bottles when for my birthday. We went out to Vegas.
Okay.
We came back. I bought 2 bottles.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 100 something a bottle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those bottles are 700 now.
What?
Yeah. And I'm looking at it, like, I want to drink this. I'm like, this is like, what am I?
Right.
What am I doing with it?
See, that's the thing. Whiskey, the price point with whiskey is so much higher, especially good whiskey.
Yeah.
So much higher than wine. If you splurge on a bottle of wine, you might spend $100. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's some good ones for 100 and change. But
that's what I'm saying. If you splurge on it, you might it's gonna be 100. But
I'm gonna drink that in the night.
Charge you three times that. Yeah, good bottle of whiskey can charge you $300. That don't even come out. That don't sit on the bar card. That's in the cabinet somewhere.
Yeah.
Nobody gets that. That ain't for company. That's for me and whoever's special with you.
Right.
Nobody else gets none of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but with wine, even when it's you can get a $50 bottle of wine that got, 20% alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever drinking it should respect it. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, this ain't barefoot. This ain't
Yellowtail.
No disrespect to barefoot because I've had that too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everything has its place.
But it's certain wines that come out when there's company and it's a group setting.
Yeah, of course.
There's certain wines that come out where it's a small dinner party.
Exactly.
Like if I'm giving you some a glass of $60 wine, you have to appreciate that wine and where it came from and the color of it. And the
same thing with the whiskey. Look. I'll jack and Maker's Mark you all day.
Yeah.
But that Macallan, no. The Macallan is up there. I got the same bottle of Macallan. I done had that for 6 months because I don't drink it like that. You know what I'm saying? That's an occasion drink. I got to be celebrating or something, or I got to be, like you said, got to be an intimate something to do that. I'm not doing that when I'm watching the game. I'm not drinking Macallan when I'm doing that. I'm not at that level yet. I hope to be at that level yet when Macallan is my go-to.
Right.
You know
Right.
But not for nothing. That's $189 a bottle. No. $189 a bottle. She only peek her head out every now and then on special occasions.
You gotta be celebrating something.
Right. You gotta be celebrating something. Somebody gotta be born. You gotta be a new job coming.
You just gave me a check or something.
Right. Well, you just can't be thirsty. I know because you thirsty.
Yeah. Where I know I can replenish this.
And don't disrespect it and mix it with something, man.
No.
Let me get some Coke with that.
First time we ever had it, my man Mike Walker. Shout out to Mike. Mike gave me and Maul shots of it. We were in Dream one night. He was like, yo, this is a shot, but don't shoot it. You sip it. Right? Who you think didn't listen? Jamal. More lit that night. Now, you don't ever see Maul drunk, right? So seeing Maul drunk and like drunk, like I'm looking at him like for 2 hours in the club, like, son, you sure you? I'm ready to go, yo. Like we don't gotta stay here. It's another night. You know what I mean? We gotta be in here. I gotta babysit you. It's packed in here. I don't want to get robbed tonight. Let's go somewhere so I get you back into the crib, give you some water, and you good. You know what I'm saying? But from that point on, the single malt was I was hooked on it. Mm-hmm. And it's expensive. You know what I'm saying? But it get the job done. You will never have a single malt, age single malt like 12, 18, 25, and be like, nah, let me get another one. So I'm not feeling that. It will be none of that. I remember going to Morton's right here downtown. It's across me from my job. Went there for lunch. I don't know why I was feeling the way I was feeling that particular day, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna spend some money on myself today. So I went there. I got the tomahawk. You know what I'm saying? Tomahawk, the sauteed mushrooms, the potatoes and all that. So he was like, waiting for somebody. I was like, nah, I just wanted a good steak today. He's like, so what are you drinking? You can't have ginger ale with this. I was like,
No, sir.
no, I need the first. I was wilding at first, and I asked him how much was the Louis XIII. When I was out there in the streets, Louis was $150 a shot, right? He was like, so me and him talking about it. He's like, so what you paid for it last night? I was like, $150. He's like, it ain't $150 no more. So I was like, so what shot Louis going for right now? He's like, $230. I was like, can't do it. Can't do it. And at that particular time, I had a few bucks on me, but I'm like, not for the shot. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I can't do that. So I did the Macallan 18, did 2 shots of that. Like I said, got the job done. Mm-hmm. I had to go back to work for like 2 hours after that. I don't know what I was thinking.
Wow.
It was like somebody had the earth and was just like. And at that time, the firm I was at, I could work at home voluntarily at that time. Went back in my office. I was there for a hot 20 minutes. Nope. Because they're going to have to pull me up out of here in a minute. Jumped in the Uber and went back to the crib. I cannot do it. But that particular night in Dream, single malt whiskeys, single malt Scotch whiskey, same shit. I was stuck on that.
On one episode, we have to talk about how criminal it is what they mark up alcohol in clubs.
Oh my God!
Like, how is it like legitimately not a crime?
Legal. Shouldn't be legal. Yeah. Somebody should be flogged over that.
Yo,
there's no investigation into this.
That's a racket. That's a racket right there.
Yo, look,
it's like 300%.
We went to Miami,
and they get it.
We went to Miami maybe '98. Me and Mo. We in the Cameo nightclub in Washington, right? Biz is DJing. We go in there to buy a bottle of Cleek. Bottle of Cleek in DC was $400, right? The demi sec. In Cameo, it was $600. In the store, it's $49.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Some bottle service, the worst thing that ever happened to patrons of a club. Best thing that ever happened to promoters, but the worst thing that ever happened to the patrons of a club.
It also sectioned off the clubs.
Yes.
Because when we went to the tunnel, Mo was 80.
Yeah.
Which is 40 in the store.
Right.
50% markup. Okay. But there was no couches. There was no section. You walked around with your bottle.
No VIP section. Yeah, it was none of that. You got to be amongst the wild. Oh my God. Yo, remember that night we was in there and Puff was standing on the DJ booth throwing bottles of Moet to people?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Just tossing bottles of Moet that he had bought to people.
Wow.
Yes.
Yo, shout out to the tunnel, man.
Great times.
I'm in here getting misty-eyed thinking about all the nights that I've had in the tunnel. You know?
Funny.
Wow, we'll never ever say a bad word about Funkmaster Flex.
Right. Listen,
I remember one night, one Thanksgiving night, me, T. Ross, the dog. I think Mac was there with us. We go into because they had a unisex bathroom. We get there like 11:30.
Yeah.
Me and T. Ross in there smoking weed with these girls for like 90 minutes. All right? Because we didn't research it from the bathroom until like 1:15. So got downstairs. It was like hearing there's a song that Jay-Z put out called I Know. Produced by Pharrell.
Yeah.
And he's explaining, I think he's talking from the position of like ecstasy or angel dust or some shit, right? And he's talking about the emotions and how your mind go through when you hearing that, you know what I'm saying? The lights and all that shit. I always think about that night when I hear that song. Because that's exactly how it was. When I came down, it was like flashing lights. Everything was going in slow motion. all the girls were friendly. The music was crazy. It was such a great night. And it's one of the things I think about when I got older and I was ready to shut it down. I was like, son, I can't think about nothing that I haven't done or no experience that I haven't had that will make me say, well, I gotta keep on being out there chasing that. Like I've done everything I wanted to do when it came to that. When it came to being at a party. The only thing I haven't done that I wanted to do, when this is for selfish reasons, is buy out the bar in a club. I've always wanted to just be like, yo, drinks on me tonight for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That gotta feel good. Because everybody gonna have a good time that night. Probably not gonna be no fights or nothing that night. The guy's gonna be cool. The girl's gonna be cool. The DJ gonna play better. Everything gonna be good that night when the drinks is on somebody else. So I've always wanted to just. I've been in a club where somebody else done that, and although I enjoyed it, didn't make me feel great because I'm like, this in control of my night tonight. But shout out for the drinks to him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I've always wanted to do that. Just being there one night, be like 11:30. The vibe is right. You're like, you know what, son? Drinks on me for the rest of the night.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up.
Don't even tell nobody that you did it. This DJ be like, yo, open bar for the next 2 hours. I want to be in the party when that happens. And I just want to hear, but the right 4 girls got to hear me say it. Okay. Nobody else got to know it to me, but the right 4 girls, they got to hear me say it.
We're going to make that happen for Dwight before he gets up off this earth.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm going to hold you through that, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you know, I'm good for it. I'm good for it. Anyway, people, you know, we want to thank y'all for tuning in to episode 11 of You Heard What I Said. You know, like I always say, thank y'all for listening and watching. Please continue to share, like, subscribe, because we need to continue to grow this thing. Y'all are our village. So until next time, y'all, peace.
Peace.